G'day guys, it's Nettie Flanders and this is your Nibiru update for today, August the 8th, 2012. This is one of the planets that are orbiting Nibiru. This is not the Sun, this is one of them. This is the one that you can see on the top left for those in Brisbane that have been taking photos of it. It's the definitely the top left one. This is prior to Nibiru's sun rising. And this is a giant shot taken of it, and basically you can just see it just running there, and that's the noise you can see is the flickering. It gives it a pulsing effect. Okay, so I'll just go past that one and I'll show you a couple of other things I think you need to know. There are other planets like this that you can see here in these areas within the solar system. It's not on its own. It has apparently about 7 moons and approximately 3 to 4 suns. Now this is after, down here is Nibiru's sun has just risen on the horizon. Now here you can see the one that I photographed, and this one here is the brown dwarf, the Death Star or the Dead Star or Destructor, whatever you want to call it. That's what that one is. Now this being the sun, being able to see that, and the fact that these are out of our sight, that's where the concern is. You can see when I zoom it in that there are plenty of other planets around it. You can see quite clearly that this is the top left one. I was calling it Nibiru. This is the one that I think people are mistaking for one that looked an alternative planet. This blue one here. You can see the rest of the planets that are moons are surrounding this ginormous orbit system that's coming our way. Here are some more planets. I'm just pointing them out very quickly. You can see another 2 there and a couple in the background. But the dark star that you will see in a moment is the real deal. Now you want to know the coordinates for you. I've been telling people for quite some time you need to go to, this is what it looks like over daytime, by the way. You need to go to, if you want to watch it at sunrise, you need to look at 41, 42 degrees northwest. And I've said it's left on about 313 degrees every day. Okay, so this is what it looks like in the daytime for my eyes. This is what I see. If we zoom it in, we can actually see that it is an actual planet with the sun being shone on one side of it. See how it's got a half crest? Because the sun is up in this direction up here. It's about 3 to 4 hours in front of the sun. So that's why Australia, and especially the east coast, can see it. Now we'll go a little bit further on. I'll show you something probably a little bit more interesting. We'll go to Google Sky. Now I already know where Nibiru is. I'm fortunate enough to know. How I know and how I've been given the opportunity to know this, I don't know. It's just come. Type in these coordinates: 13 hours, 48 minutes, 0 seconds, and type in a comma, and then put -8, 24, apostrophe, 25, and you can see Nibiru. Nibiru is quite easy to see. If you're me, it is. That is. So what I want to do is I want to show you that I've been trying to prove this for quite some time. That if you keep looking to direction, there we go. 42 degrees northwest. Where to start tracking Nibiru from early morning. There you go. Now, I didn't put that in. This was put in somebody else. To see it setting, I've been saying about 313. There you go. 314 northwest. Just move this over a bit. Try that again. 32 degrees. That does say northwest. There you go. So it's not a fabrication. It's not a fake. It's real. It's final. It's here, and everyone needs to make some sort of preparation now. All I can say is the next 2 weeks is a big window where we may be experiencing a lot of earthquakes and volcanic action. We have I think it's Auckland, North Island has had its volcano go off, which is the first time since the 1800s. And it's spewing out lots and lots of steam. We have a lot more activity happening everywhere. Now, the fact that apparently the military are evacuating all the coastlines in the USA, I didn't really want to have to put this information out, but I am. But the fact that they are is a bit of a concern. Maybe some people want to maybe make some preparations in the meantime, just in case. The other thing is the government have decided to change USGS calculations of magnitude of earthquakes and volcanic action, which is a bit of a concern because when you think about it, these are the major things we need to look for. It's happening everywhere. They've changed the Richter scale, they've -1 off it, and turn it into, like a 6 is now a 5, so people don't panic. Well, that's just a bunch of shit, that's just really cruel. If you can't wake up to this information, I've brought you as much information as you possibly could need. I shouldn't need to have to give you any more information about anything, even HARP. I've harped it to death. It's not necessary to continue that. The other thing is, a lot of people have seen prior to these two here rise prior to Nibiru's sun, and they are quite bright. Let me just zoom in on it. This is the one, does it top left? And this is the brown bugger of a thing that I think we're going to have some dramas with. But I'm really concerned with what's orbiting around it. If you can see, just slightly, you can see there's some more planets around it, and it's small objects around it. But yeah, that's what it looks like when it's when these two rise prior to Nibiru's sun. Alright, I'm going to leave it at that, guys. It can't get much cleaner than this and clearer than this. You now have the coordinates, you now have the knowledge, you now have the warning, and you also have the information regarding the Richter scale has been changed. So if you see a 6, that's going to register as a 5 on paper. Thanks for watching. Cheers. Stay safe.
This little void has me fairly excited. As things move away from the sun, we'll be able to see them better. Anyway, I'm just going to play this from the 27th to current. That interference could be what hit the other camera and made it jump. The date here is still the 27th, 28th. I got my mouse just underneath the void, hopefully to point it out. See how it makes a line, just like Venus here makes a line. It's an artifact of the camera. This one also makes a line, which gives me another indication that it's something is there. Light is reflecting or refracting off of this. Anyway, that's the loop. Anyway, as this thing moves away, we'll be able to see it, you know, with the naked eye. You know, I'm hoping. I don't really know that we'll be able to see that because it is void of light. But I'm thinking the other telescopes will be able to pick it up. I'm going to be watching Hawaii, France, Canada telescope for more signs of this as it moves away from the sun. Anyway, thanks for watching.
This year, and there are two big things you need to keep in mind.
Firstly, 30 Rock returns to NBC's Thursday night lineup.
And secondly, according to Nostradamus, the world will end this year. Exciting stuff.
But the better news is the new NBC Thursday. 30 Rock, Parks and Rec, The Office, and Up All Night.
Possibly the last comedies we as a culture will ever witness together. The new NBC Thursday. It's apocalyptic.
Go out laughing. Thursday comedies return tonight on NBC.
Of the world as we know it, it's the end of the world.